Do you need a power-up band to visit Universal Epic Universe's Super Nintendo World portal? How important is it for you to spend about 40 bucks on one of these to have a really good time inside Super Nintendo World? And in today's video, I'm going to explain to you everything that you need to know about the power-up bands for Super Nintendo World, what they do, how they work, how they have you have extra fun, and maybe some reasons for why you may not want to purchase one at all, as well as if you do have one already, maybe there are certain things in this portal that you didn't even know about. So let's go inside of Super Nintendo World right now. All right, but first I need to get into something a little bit more Nintendo-y, so I'll be right back.
What is a power-up band?
Okay, that's better. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is a power-up band for? Well, that's what I'm gonna break down here for you, step by step, showing you everything that you need to know. So the first thing is, a power-up band is a wearable piece of tech that you can wear around Super Nintendo World to interact with many of the features, and not only the main part with Mario, but also Donkey Kong Country. So that's what I'm gonna show you, as well as some other things you may not expect.
How to get a power-up band.
Power-up bands cost about $45, and you can purchase them in several locations around Super Nintendo World, including the shops and even some of the carts like you could see behind me. They have all kinds of different designs. Let me show you what they are. Okay, so here's the case in front of the 1UP Factory store. We can see all the Super Nintendo band options. We have Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, that one's Daisy, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Diddy. And Donkey Kong and Diddy are newer bands because they were unlocked when Donkey Kong Country entered Super Nintendo World. These were not available previously at Hollywood. Usually you have to purchase them behind at the cash registers, so just keep that in mind. You won't be able to just pick up one. You'll have to purchase it at the cash register. All right, so you'll see several different blocks like this around Super Nintendo World, and with the power-up band, you can actually mash them, and you can collect coins that will rack up inside the Universal Orlando app. So that's the next part. In order to activate and fully use your power-up band, you will need the Universal Orlando app. There's a QR code on the back of your power-up band. Instructions come with it, so you can see exactly how you link it, but you link it inside the app, it'll collect everything inside of it, and it will reflect around the park how many coins you have. Depending on the band that you have will also be the team that you are. So if you are Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong like I am, then Diddy Kong will have his own set of points for everybody who has a Diddy Kong band. So if you're really kind of a team player and you want to win, you might actually really want to compete with everybody and see how many points you can get and if your team can win.
Completing boss battles.
In my opinion, the best perk of having a power-up band is that you actually get to battle Bowser Jr. And the only way to do that is to defeat 3 different enemies around Super Nintendo World, and then they'll allow you inside this castle behind me to fight Bowser Jr. I'm gonna show you why that's so cool, but first let's check out what you need to do. Okay, so behind me is one of the boss battles. This is the Piranha Plant one, and as you can see here, there is a key coin. What you need to do is collect 3 different key coins. I know, this sounds a little bit confusing, but it's so easy. If you've linked your power-up band to your Universal Orlando app, everything will get tallied in there. All you gotta do is show up, queue up with everybody else, and they'll let you go battle this guy. And I'll show you what that looks like. I will warn you, that is a lot more difficult to do with one person. So if you have multiple people to help you, you're gonna get a lot more done. But guess what? I have 3 key coins, which means I can go now battle Bowser Jr. Let's find this castle. So what we have to do is just show him the power-up band. Because all the key coins are in the app, it'll let me inside.
Okay.
Well, to make it this far, up ahead is your final showdown with Bowser Jr. When bob-ombs are tossed at you, use your arms to swat them away. Got it? Swat bob-ombs away. When bullet bills fly toward you, duck to dodge them.
I don't want to give away too much, so I'm not going to show you inside. But before I show you the rest, if you want more theme park updates, especially for Epic Universe, give me a subscribe. Use your power-up band in Donkey Kong Country. Now, Donkey Kong Country runs a little bit differently. You're mostly gonna come here to collect digital achievements that you can get inside the app. So if you find all of the letters in Kong around Donkey Kong Country, basically it just unlocks a certain thing that you'll find inside the app. It's only really for people who like to collect things, show digital achievements, things like that. And it is pretty rewarding feeling when you look in the app and you see that you've collected a bunch of cool things, and also tells you other things that you might want to unlock. So the more you play around inside Donkey Kong Country, the more you'll find that you've unlocked inside the app, and everything will link once you've linked your power-up band to the app.
So for the most part, you're just going through collecting coins. A lot of the bonuses are just so you can add more coins to rack up and tally and win for yourself and your team and get your name on the board. Also, there are stamps that you can collect inside of the app, and those are different achievements. Some of them might just be as simple as, like, you know, hitting a question mark block type thing, or it might be as complicated as making sure that on the bomb challenge, you are completing the very first task and not having to do the second one. There's all kinds of unlockables that you can do, so it makes repeat visits a lot more fun.
More to unlock. But that's not all. There are even more things you can unlock with your power-up band inside Super Nintendo World to really make you feel like you're interacting with it, including on Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Once you get on the attraction, you can tap your power-up band to the steering wheel and you can collect the digital coins that you get along the way. These are included when you steer the car, and also if you hit certain targets like enemies, you can collect the coins there and they save in the app. In addition, when you meet characters with their power-up band, they are equipped with special technology to help you unlock interactive experiences with them. They also may unlock certain stamps that you get inside the app. Also, check out the Easter eggs you may find around Super Nintendo World, including these M's that are kind of like hidden in the walls. They unlock 8-bit characters that are a lot of fun to see. So all 3 of the rides will have some type of golden unlockable achievement that you get inside the app. So if you ride Minecart Madness, you'll get a golden banana, and then Yoshi's Adventure, you'll be able to get a golden egg when you complete the task. And then also Mario Kart will have an unlockable golden trophy should you get 100 coins. Going without a power-up band. So what happens if you don't get a power-up band, but you still want to enjoy Super Nintendo World? Well, there's actually a lot you can do. The power-up band is totally optional. You can still ride Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, you can explore the land, take photos with characters, and you can really soak up all the theming without one. You just won't have the interactive features like collecting digital coins or unlocking many of the mini games, and really what you can't unlock is the Bowser Jr. battle. So you can still play the mini games with the boss battles around the land, you just won't be able to enter Bowser Jr.'s lair. However, if just one person in your party has a power-up band and they unlock the 3 key coins, then you can all go battle Bowser Jr. together, even if just one person has a power-up band. Now, of course, Universal may change this rule down the road, but this is how it's been for Super Nintendo World in Hollywood for quite some time. So I do expect the one at Epic Universe will stay that way. Also remember, if you want to get on the scoreboard, you will also need a power-up band for that.
Now, a lot of people do assume, are you going to be able to redeem these coins for some like physical item or some other unlockable? No, this is all digital achievements that you get inside of Super Nintendo World. So you're not going to be able to like exchange it for like a different power-up band or anything like that. It's just digital collectibles.
To sum things up, if you're looking for a more interactive way to explore Super Nintendo World, the power-up band is definitely worth it, especially if you want to do my favorite part of having the power-up band, challenging Bowser Jr. It's actually one of the most fun things you can do in Super Nintendo World, and yeah, you will need a power-up band to do it. But if you're only planning to pop in for a bit, remember, it's totally optional. Personally, I spend a couple hours just playing through the games. With the crowds and lines, even on hot days, it can take longer. Also, remember, if you're a Universal Orlando Resort hotel guest, you may get into Super Nintendo World up to an hour early. You can get a power-up band, you can play the mini games with a lot shorter wait times, so use this time wisely if you have that perk. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Also, tell me, which power-up band do you want to get? Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, or Diddy Kong? And please give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. I'm David Vaughn, and I'll see you on the next theme park adventure.